Hello, welcome to this week's vlog. My goodness, what a day it's been so far. I've been down to Luton to visit Summary's Infants and Nursery School, a really regular school of mine. I've got back to the Falconry Centre at lunchtime to sort of help the staff, if you like, with an experience day, an eagle and vulture day, which we run here, where our top end experience day, where you can fly eagles, vultures, kites, and the bigger birds and the eagle owls. I say I've helped. I've flown words on a bald eagle. I haven't really helped at all. I've done all the hard work. Joe, Emily, and Ursula, just looking down here. So Annie comes in on a Wednesday morning, that's her day, and she volunteers to look after our mammal enclosures, and she's so good at it. So they're always really, really well done out. Everything's immaculate when she leaves. Now, of course, they're animals, doesn't last long, but look at Roxy. So not only does Annie, look at her, such a sweetie. Not only does Annie clean out and feed and maintain this selection of animals on a Wednesday for us, really importantly, she interacts with them. So the rats, they like to come and see you and say hello, have a few treats, some carrots and things. And equally, Roxy cannot wait to see Annie on a Wednesday. It's like, oh, Annie's great. She gives me treats and feeds me. She hides treats everywhere, so using my brain, I have to find them. And look at her now. Annie's gone home. She's dozing off. She's had such a great morning. She really, really is a wonderful tame fox. And we're still working on getting her out and about with either a harness or a collar. Not to meet people, because she can if she likes, but really just for her own enrichment. She has lots of enrichment toys. The staff do lots of work here to keep her mind active, which is really important with an intelligent animal, whether it's a vulture or a fox. Look at her. But of course, getting out and sniffing the smells and things like that. So still waiting for our polecat to arrive. It hasn't even been conceived yet, but hopefully soon. Norma is in my van right now. Norma is not in her enclosure. She's coming to school as part of a woodlands topic tomorrow. And down here, I don't know if you can see on the sort of selfie camera, I don't think you can. The great crested newts, the females laying eggs and spawning. And in here, of course, are our river fish, which you can't see either because of the reflection. Let me swap the camera. Oh, one more thing. I've actually come in here, not to talk to you guys, because time to feed the smooth snake. So I'm going to swap the camera around. Enjoy the rest of the video. Let's see what we can see. I think these little mice are too big. Let's see. Oh, the male looks hungry. Nope, she says I don't want those. They're normally fed pinky mice, and these are just that little bit bigger. Oh, no, he's not hungry. He's more interested in her, I think. It's certainly that time of year where they've had their spring feeds. They've shed their skins. And then they go into breeding mode. But he says, no, forget the breeding. Let's see if I can have a bit more food. So look at that. It's like a micro anaconda eating a deer or something. A little foot long, 15-inch long maybe. Smooth snake. It's having a thawed out, frozen, grown on pinky mouse. Whether he's going to swallow that, I don't know. It looks hideously too big. Now it's eating it. We shall see, but hopefully he will. Maybe a good bit of sustenance, and we'll leave another one in there for the female. If she wants it, she can come and find it. Let's see what he does. Goodness me, eyes bigger than his belly. I'll go and get some food for the fish and some worms for the newts. Now, don't forget, holdenby.com for your weekend ticket information, opening times, and you can come along, you can see with your family, spend a beautiful day with us in the grounds of Holdenby House, seeing birds of prey flying, birds of prey demonstrations, literally hands-on wildlife encounters and talks, and of course, just spend a lovely day in the grounds, in the Falconry Centre too. Just looking, maybe photographing, and just enjoying. these wonderful birds of prey and our wonderful collection of wildlife growing all the time. Holdemy.com. For now, enjoy the video. So my good friend Malcolm, who's a keen wildlife photographer, has actually come up to the Falconry Centre in his spare time. I wasn't even here, he was sort of working on his own. I sent him a video of what he's doing, that was it, bless him. So he's really cracked on. Now, first let me show you the fruits of his labour. 2-ton bags, absolutely, I mean they weigh a ton, squashed down full of nettles. And he's made a real massive impact round the back in my wildlife area. There's the wildlife pond over there, because this was all set out with perennial, planted and seeded plants, nectar plants like the comfrey and wildlife plants. Last year, towards the end of the year, things just got too busy and it kind of got left. And the whole of this area here was just one giant nettle bed. So now Malcolm's, I mean, I don't know, he must have been vibrating with stings in the evening, but he's got so much nettle cover out here, I can really keep on top of it easily now. And it also means it's let light in there. So I'm going to see what grows up naturally and then overplant again with semi-shade wildlife plants. We've got quite a bit going on. Ponds there, I've checked in there. Oh, there's a newt. Oh, it's going to go. Oh, gosh, I could have swapped it around as a newt. So I was just going to say, the pond's got smooth newts in it at least, for sure. Whether there's any great crested come back, I don't know. But massive, massive thanks to Malcolm for doing so much hard work. Absolutely, well, you know, it looks like my head now instead of having an afro of nettles. So I'm really, really pleased. He's worked so hard. And do you know what? I do moan about people quite a bit. Not behind their backs. I just moan about people in general because, yeah, there's a lot of takers in the world, aren't there? But I am lucky to have really great friends that just totally selflessly help us out, help me out. And you realise, do you know what, there are still some really good, generous people in the world that do stuff not because there's something in it for them. So that looks great. We'll see how that develops over the summer. Enjoy the rest of this video and I'll see you soon. So just put in our Eurasian kestrel, or let's just call it a kestrel, to his places. He's on a drop lure on a clearance line, free tomorrow. This bird is a male, as most people would know. Male kestrel, a beautiful bluey grey head and tail. And he's a crazy little character, but how old is he, Joe?
Oh, he's got to be 20.
It's ridiculous, that.
Oh, no, it might, yeah, about 20, I would say.
God, so look at that. Little tiny bird like that. And that's why you should never get your kids an owl. There are many reasons not to get your kids an owl, but birds of prey live a very long time. Little tiny kestrel, they live over 20 years. Some of the big owls over 60 years. That's too much commitment for nearly everybody. This guy, he's lucky. He flies free every day, apart from when he's had his rest, which he's just coming out of. British bird of prey. Beautiful enough to rival any bird of prey. But A right little aggro character. Another day at the gym with Bob. Look at him. Eucalyptus tree. Bob's the koala bear. What an occurrence. Something I've never seen, certainly in... You get problems with the reptiles, really, just look after them well. Anyway, I have to see the specialist vet this evening. My goodness me. 5 hours, including travel. Hour and a half sitting in the vet's room. Turns out, dog came in for an emergency cesarean. No one told me. And then, Zeus has molted a big primary feather there. And then it turns out that, there's nothing they could do. My specialist vet's not there. No one else dare treat the snake. Yeah, Friday evening, 5 hours. Hour and a half sitting in the vet's side room while they go and check and ring another specialist vet. Hear no more. Dog comes in for cesarean. No one thinks to tell me. So the whole of that cesarean and getting those puppies right, I'm sitting there only to be told, we don't treat your snake. We don't know what we're doing. Try this vet. Well, I could have tried another vet today, couldn't I? If you knew your specialist vet wasn't there. Anyway, it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So, working really hard all day with Bob. And then the evening, supposed to be coming up here to mow all these lawns. End up spending the whole time at the vets. I've got to say, I think we're going to get away with it. It's not ideal. We want this place to look absolutely top notch every weekend. But yeah, I think we'll get away with it because it's now just about to get dark. I'm not going to get 2 hours mowing done now, am I? Oh dear, oh dear. Always on a Friday evening or a Sunday, these kinds of things. Keep any exotic animals. You do your best husbandry possible because when they get sick, even some of the best vets, by the time your animals are sick, these kinds of animals often doesn't bode well. Certainly not if they don't treat your animals. So now I'm probably not going to get anywhere till Monday with a snake that looks quite poorly, and I don't know what's wrong with it. It's a very strange thing. Fish and chips on the way home. Enjoy the rest. Thanks for watching.